Hello, 7th grade Soul Studies. It's Thursday, a few days late, but we do have our St. Patrick's Day festivities, right? We can't let the days go past without recognizing our great friend, St. Patrick, feast day on the 17th, and of course, on the 19th, our great friend, St. Joseph. We appreciate them and all they have done for us and continue to do. What I'd like to do is explain the Soul Studies assignment for the next couple days, okay? Please listen very, very carefully. For right now, all of your assignments for Wednesday should be posted. If your assignments for Wednesday are not posted, please pause the video and do that right now. Here is what I'd like to do for Thursday, and I'll come back on Friday and discuss this, okay? But for Thursday, and explain to you what you need to do. This is a document-based question you need to answer. The packet here is digital. It is found on Google Classroom. Okay, it is found on Google Classroom. What I'd like you to do is click on that link, okay, and you will get to the article. If there's any issues with that, let me know. If you prefer to print the 6 pages, if you can print them, go ahead and do that. You don't necessarily need to, but if you're one of those individuals, you need the documents so you can highlight and write on them, then do so. The following is the essential question that we need to focus on for the unit right now, the next 2 days. To what extent did Jefferson live up to his ideals and beliefs? You remember when Jefferson came into office, right? He was going to be that individual that could connect to the common people. He's the person who said, we the people, we as one United States. To what level did he live up to his ideals and his beliefs? So let's take a look at the document together. If you have it there, hard copy, you want to print it, go ahead. But I'd like you to take a look right now here, or open it up on your own. So here's the historical background. Thomas Jefferson was elected the 3rd president in 1800. Prior to serving as president, he was influential in helping the U.S. secure its independence from Britain. Among other things, he is famous for writing the Declaration of Independence, which helped determine the ideals and beliefs America would frame its own government on. So how the U.S. would form its own government. Here is the task for today, for Thursday. Evaluate the documents, okay, here, and determine if you believe Jefferson lived up to his ideals and beliefs. We're going to only be worried about the task and Part A for today. Part A. The documents below discuss the life and presidential decisions of Thomas Jefferson. Examine each document carefully and then complete a chart on the next page. This will help you in Part B, our essay question for Friday. You don't need to do the essay question yet, just Part A. Here's what we need for tonight, okay? Jefferson's core beliefs. Here are his core beliefs, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want you to read the 4, and I want you to write at least one sentence on what you believe they mean. Let's break them down. You want to go ahead and write them here as I explain them? Go ahead and write it down. Number 1, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with inherent and inalienable rights. Think about that for a moment. What is Jefferson saying? He's saying that everyone, all men, everyone is created equal. And their Creator, right, their Creator, God, has given them all equal rights that can't be taken away. So we are all created equally. Our Creator is the one who created us equally. And we have rights. We have human rights. We have human freedoms that cannot be taken away by any type of monarchy, any type of king, dictatorship. We hold these truths to be self-evident. We wholeheartedly believe this. 2, The government is best which governs least. The government is best which governs least. We remember that Jefferson wanted to limit the influence of the federal government. He wanted to limit the influence of the federal government. He said the federal government should step back for a little bit here. The last thing that he wants to do is make it look like he's a monarch, okay? He's the next King Jefferson. He does not want that. He remembers what the colonists, right, eventually Americans went through under Britain, that where that government was right on top of them, had full control. He wants to avoid that image. He wants to avoid that reality. 3, I consider the foundation of the Constitution as laid on this ground, that all powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states or to the people. What is he saying? Jefferson is saying that the foundation of the Constitution laid the ground that all powers that are not given, delegated to the United States through the Constitution, go to the states, go to the people. So in the Constitution, okay, any powers that are not delegated, not given out there by the Constitution, as long as they're not prohibited by the state, right, those powers go to the states and to the people in the states. So what is Jefferson getting at? More power to the people, united, and more voices to the states in where those people are governed. 4, whenever the people are well informed, they can be trusted with their own government. Whenever the people are informed, they can be trusted by their own government. So if the people feel they're informed, if the people feel that the government is on their side, they're going to trust the government. They're not going to rebel against the government. They're not going to retaliate against the government. If people feel that they're informed, the government is there to help them, to assist them, not to control them, they feel that trust in the government. You should now have those 4 questions, have at least a sentence explaining them in your own words. Separate piece of paper or typed is fine, okay? The next sheet. We were supposed to do this with a partner, okay? Without making this chaotic. If you felt you wanted to do this with, I'm not saying a group. If there's one other person you want to do this with, for example, if Maria wanted to work on this with Kimberly and they could call each other or FaceTime, however in the world that works, you can do that, okay, with each other. You need still the same documents. It still cannot be word for word, but they can work together. Juan wants to work with Sebastian. That's fine. I'm not going to put you in groups because I don't know who can communicate. But if you want to work with a partner, okay, you have the privilege to do that right now, as long as you can communicate with them. Feel free to do that, okay? When you submit it, can you just say, hey, I worked on this with Kelly, or I worked on this with Christian? Just tell me who you worked on it with. I cannot have, let's say, Santiago say, I worked on this with Sebastian, Christian, Juan, Kelly, Megan, RP. No. If you want to work with one, that's fine. Otherwise, do it on your own. Directions. Working with a partner or on your own. Read the documents below, okay? For each document, summarize what it tells you about Jefferson. What does it tell you about Jefferson? Okay, and do you believe this document shows Jefferson sticking to his beliefs that he had when he came into office? Or do you believe he's betraying those beliefs? So each document, there's a total here of 6. I would say for each one, have 2 to 3 bullets for each box. Okay, 2 to 3 bullets per box. So number 1 will have anywhere from 4 to 6 in total. Okay, because you'll have 2 here, 2 here, and you could do this on a separate piece of paper if you like, okay? I'm sorry, there's seven documents in total. So a couple bullets for each would be fine. It should be pretty fast, 7 bullets in total. What am I checking for tomorrow? You know, I'm sorry, by 8 o'clock today, I'm so used to saying tomorrow like we're in school, but 8 o'clock tonight is these 4 questions, at least 1 word, and this paper with at least 2 bullets in each box. The first column here should be, what did you learn about Jefferson from the document? There's 7 of them, 2 bullets each. What'd you learn? And does this stick to his original beliefs? And his original beliefs, the main core you're going to focus on are the 4 here. Okay? The 4 here. Fill that in. Okay? Please fill that in. And that's what I'm checking. I don't care about this page right now. See this page? Don't cross it off or anything, but that's Friday. Don't worry about that right now. Okay? Don't worry about that right now. What I would like you to do instead is, here are the documents that you need to read. One where, remember how Jefferson made himself a man of the people at his inauguration, dressing simply. 1, 2, you're going to hear a little bit about individuals of different races. He's going to connect to slavery. 3, Jefferson's proposal for a bill. 4, slaves on Jefferson's plantation. So if Jefferson says we the people, thought to think about. Jefferson says we the people, and we all have equal rights that can't be taken away, right? Take a look at the amount of slaves that are here. Interesting. Document 5, Memoirs of Madison Hemings. Document 6, Louisiana Purchase. Think about rights in the Constitution as well when you look at that one. And 7, reducing the size of the overall government. Read them, 2 bullets, 2 to 3 bullets each. Do you believe that he's sticking to how he originally felt when he came into office, his original plan, his original beliefs? Does he stick to them? I'm just going to give you a hint. Yes and no. Yes and no. They're not all no, they're not all yes, but these are not yes or no answers. And then we're going to reflect on these on Friday. This is going to be a test grade, guys. So I'd like you to be aware of that. It's just 20 points as a test. This shouldn't be difficult. I do get frustrated to be contacted at 8 in the evening when we all day. I'm happy to help you. But what I need you to do is work Thursday by 8. Okay? These 4 questions, okay, right here, and this document filled out. Mr. A, I can't print. Okay, get a piece of paper and do this. Get it straight edge, keep it neat. Keep it neat. I prefer not typed, prefer handwritten, so you can go ahead and do this. Any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have fun, enjoy, stay safe, and